Hi there. I would like to share with you what I got at the auction. I did about 15 minutes of filming this morning. I was going through all of the figurines and trinkets and all the things that I got at the Wade, we're going to call it the Wade auction. And then I had a whatnot sale and I sold 100 things, which was super exciting for me. New record for me to sell 100 things in one show. And then I realized if I let that video go, 100 of the things that you see in that video are not going to be there. So then I thought, well, what could I do? And I thought, well, I really want to move the things up to here upstairs from the, because right now they're on the floor in the front room, upstairs to this room that I use for my whatnot sales, and put them on the shelf so I can have them more in an orderly fashion. I am planning on having another whatnot sale the last Sunday of this month of August 2025. But I might sprinkle in some whatnot, sprinkle in some Wades in my whatnot sales as well. I usually do them Tuesdays and Fridays at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard. So what I thought was I will show you what I still have left, and it's a lot. We're going to be able to do one light box of truth contents at a time. And then I felt, well, how are they going to see the things that I already filmed that I've sold? I thought, well, I could edit that video. And I thought, no, what I'm going to do is tomorrow when I pack them up, I will film what was sold. And then you can still see what sold. But then you won't, I'd be disappointed. I would feel bad if someone watched something and they're like, oh, I really wanted that trinket. But then, oh, that's already sold. These two I have left. I did have 4. I sold 2 tonight. I still have these 2 left. Look how cute they are. They're so sweet. Such a happy little face. And all of the shells were different. So we have this shell with the purple, or kind of a bluey purple. And then this one is a darker color. We sold some of the dog trinkets. And I sold all of the cat trinkets. So I'll show the cat trinkets tomorrow when I'm packing. And the cat and puppy dishes are from 1974 to 1981. She was very good about saying what things were. Barrel vase, 1950 to 1985. And then under here, she has three-legged posy bowl, 1955 and 1975 to 1985. And she also kept papers. I don't have any papers for this grouping here, but I will for the next grouping, for the next part of the video. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at what we have here. This is a really big figurine. This is a library bear, limited edition to 500. I do have a lot of harder to find Wades, a lot of limited edition pieces, a lot of pieces that were exclusive to the Collectors Club as well. This is limited to 1,000. Some of the things I sold today were limited to 50. I think the ant on a leaf was limited, I want to say, to 50. That was very low. We'll see. I'll look at the card tomorrow when we pack up and you will see. But this gives you an idea of what we have left. I have Mother Goose. Mother Goose, the official, what does that say? The official International Collectors Club, 1997. I'm going to move Mother over here so you could see the gingerbread. These I actually found in a book. I got quite a few Wade books, research books, and these were in the book. This is a special one, the gold one. I will find that information so I can tell you more about that, but let's continue looking what's in the light box before we get a little lesson here. This is the Pantomime Dame and the Pantomime Clown, or Chuckles the Clown. This is also from, I believe, the same set, I think. Okay, Pantomime Horse. Okay, so these two go together. This one goes, she has Mother Goose and Pantomime Dame together. She has on the paper here, I'll show you. She has 1997 Pantomime Series. Horse, Pantomime, Mother Goose, Pantomime Dame. So the clown is not part, you're not part of the group. Here's a tiny little Yorkie. And then I have bigger dogs here. I have doubles. The ones that I sold tonight on Whatnot were a lot of doubles, so I knew that if I wanted to also put them over on eBay. But really, really well received on Whatnot, so I think a majority of this will sell on Whatnot, and I will put up a few things on eBay. I was talking to Jimmy about that. I won't let them go very long on eBay. If they don't sell, I'll just bring them over to Whatnot, because there were quite a few collectors over there. Let me go get the book and I will tell you more about the Gingerbread ladies. First, I want to show you this piece. This is a limited edition piece. I have the paper underneath the igloo here, so if I can get that out. Igloo and Eskimo. It's Inuit. It's not, but anyway, it is limited to 125, and this is number 33. So this was a special piece. So I have a lot of special limited edition pieces that I cannot find. I was saying this in the Whatnot show. I cannot find them on WorthPoint, and they are definitely not listed on eBay. And then sometimes I would see sold on eBay, and they were out of the United Kingdom. You can watch my Whatnot show. It actually did multicast to YouTube. You can go under lives, and it'll be practically every Wade Whimsy made, or something about Wade Whimsies. And today is the 17th of August, if you want to watch that video. All right, now I'll go get the book. All right, I found the book. Oh, and I just hit you with it. I really like this book, The World of Wade, Figurines and Miniatures. And I was flipping through trying to find the Gingerbread, and I came across this Disney Hatbox series. These were miniature figurines based on characters from Walt Disney's animated films, were packed in a small cardboard hat box. And I sold 3 of those today. I sold Lady, Jacques with a plaid vest, and this little Doxy. And Lady, let's see, she had the years on the paper, but the paper's been misplaced. But I think Lady was 1956. The Doxy, I want to say, was 1957, and the Jacques that she had was 1958. So this tells you all different kinds of things. The Red Rose tea, I sold some of the Canadian ones and some of the American ones, the Canadian ones, and I didn't sell all of them through, so I still have some of those to sell. In the next sale, I'm going to do those. I have some of the ones that we're used to seeing. Look, these are firecracker ones. They had a hole in them. And it was meant to hold firecrackers. So if you come across a Wade Whimsy with the hole in its behind, then you know what it's for. It's for firecrackers. Oh, I have these too. I have those. Van Halen clowns. These 2 clowns were modeled by Jessica Van Halen in the 1950s. The Wade clowns were launched at the August 2000 Orendale swap meet. So I have both of those. What year is this book from? This book, hold on, you hold the page. I'm going to look at the copyright here. 2002. So in 2002, they were estimating that they were worth $65. I also have some Jessica Van Halen lady figurines as well. All right, we're not going to flip through this whole book. Oh, I wanted to show this. I sold this. This is a collector's club piece. It came with the box, a pin, and a little card. And I sold Cinderella and Leaping Sheep. I actually have another one of those figurines that is not in the box. All right, let me find those Gingerbread. Oh, we could just use the index. Let's go old school. And I think it might be under Gingerbread Children, to page 215. What? Let's see, 215. There we go. That is not what I wanted. I know it's on this. It's on this side. All right, let me look. Oh, also, I always used to think this was a cat. It's actually a bear. We're getting closer. The gingerbread are being very patient, but I flipped to a page, saw this library bear that was in the light box before I went and got the book. It is limited edition of 500. This bear was a show special at the Teddy Bear Show held at Alexandra Palace. I have these. They are Oops bears, Oops the bear. I have all three of those. You will see this tomorrow. I sold that. Traveling Frog. Newark 1998. Also, I thought it was caribou. Someone said they were elk. They are reindeer. I sold one of those today. This was also just in the light box. It is a series of figurines based on a children's TV series of the 1950s called Andy Pandy. And here's Andy Pandy. Limited to 1,500. Also have this, Looby Loo and Teddy. That was also in the light box. It was limited to 1,500. Still looking for the gingerbread. Another one that was in the light box for the Wembley Exhibition Hall in October of 1999. We also I also sold the little Mr. Men and Little Miss figurines. I had Little Miss Sunshine, Little Miss Noisy, or Mr. Noisy. I'll show you what they are tomorrow, but we sold those. That was the first thing that I sold, was Little Miss Sunshine. I think that was the first thing I sold. All right, still looking for those darn. Where are the gingerbread? They have disappeared. I had to go modern times. I had to go on to Worth Point. Could not find the gingerbread, and I know I saw them in a book. But anyway, this is a set of 4 plus 1 Wadefest 2005 Gingerbread Girls Mint. They're showing the 2 green skirts, the red skirt, and I guess the yellow one. It's not a really great. Oh, there we go. So they have 3 green, red, and yellow, and I have. There's 2 variations of the green. I have the yellow and the red and the gold. Now let's see. They sold in August of 2024 for $61.99. This is a new set of 4 different colored skirts plus the variation of the green blue skirt gingerbread girl made for the Summer Wadefest 2005 in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. And then it gives some information about this blue-green colorway skirted gingerbread girl is made in an edition of 2000. There are 600 each of the colorways with skirt colors of yellow, green, and terracotta. There were also 200 gold skirted gingerbread girls made, and so I have one of those girls that have the gold skirts. So that you could pause that if you want to. Sorry, I kind of moved it around fast. But that gives you an idea of where those came from. So they're from 2005, and it is for a Wadefest celebration. Another thing I liked about this book is in the front of the book they have the history from before they did Wade Whimsies. Look at that little Halloween bear, so cute. And they also have the back stamps and the marks. And I also won this in a lot. Let's move our gingerbread out of the way. This is a covered butter dish. It's in fairly great shape. There's the probably signature of the painter. And let me move it over here. And this is Wade Heath, England. You can see the staining of the butter. And Wade Heath, England is that mark right here because it has the arch. So that dates this butter dish between 1928 and 1937, which is pretty cool. This will probably go on eBay, I'm thinking. It's in very good shape for being almost 100 years old. Here is the next light box of truth. I filled it back up. I have 2 of the Old Lang Syne. They are limited edition. Let me get the card here so you can see. Robert Burns, and I have $4.92 and $8.88 out of 2,000. I have 2 of those. It's interesting to see how similar their faces are. And then down here these are Whimsy on Way houses. I sold 3 of them that I had duplicates of last night and tonight, and these 2 are broken. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with those. This one has a repair and this one has a chip. Up here, the Tetley Tea. Is it Tetley Tea? Yes, Tetley Tea, Gaffer and Gordon. This one was on the thumbnail of the video, the auction video. This is a kangaroo, limited edition to 100. They only made, I'm assuming this is the honey. It says honey and white, even though this is more gray to me. But there were only 75 of those made. This one's really special too. There were only 40 of these made, and I have number 23. This is Blue the Whale. Here are the clowns that I just showed you in the book. I have lots of dogs. Seattle 1996, I think that looks like a Westie to me. Then we have a limited edition Karen Terrier. There's 75 of those made. Here are the Oops Bears I was showing you in the catalog. This she has marked 1957 to 1959. It's a little koala posy holder. This dog is super cute. This is Chi Chi from the story Bango and His Puppy Friends from 1959 to 1965, and this is might be from 1959. She has written on that paper. We have leprechauns. I sold 1 of the leaves, and I think I sold this one. I had duplicates of. No, wait, it was this. I think it was this one. I had duplicates, so I sold 2 of those already, and 2 of the leprechauns I had duplicates of. So I thought that was an easy. I didn't really have to think about it that much of bringing it to Whatnot or eBay. Then over here we have this really unusual set of, it says 1999, set to Peter Pan. You have the Mermaid, Mrs. Darling, Peter Pan, and the Pirate. And on the back of them it says TT2, Tiny Treasures. That's what Tiny Treasures stand for. And I can find sold comps on WorthPoint for the Mermaid. I think that's the one I looked up real quick because I wasn't sure what TT meant. These are some of the keychains I have left. I sold 3 of the keychains, and I thought I read last night, and I told the show this, that they had extras and they made them into keychains. But when I was flipping through the book just now, this was a premium. My camera's really far away, sorry. This was a premium, and so some of them might have been premiums, and I thought I read somewhere that they had extra ones, so they made them into, maybe I was very tired and sunburned, so I wonder if I made that up. These are ornaments. So we have a Santa Claus and then 3 rocking horses. And then here is the complete set of the, set 5 of the British wildlife. Pheasant, field mouse, golden eagle, otter, and a partridge. So I have that whole complete set. And then down here in front are 2 of the limited edition April 2002 Little Easter Bear. And then in here, oh, we forgot about these. Limited edition to 150. They are Christmas pieces from 2003. And then these are super cute. We sold all of the cats tonight. And 2 of the pigs, 2 out of 4 of the pigs, and that's all we got to. These are, as you can see, oh, I've talked too much today. As you can see, these are very tiny compared to regular Whimsies. There's your special gold one. These are schnauzers, I believe. I have 2 pigs left, in with the bunnies, and some ducks and elephants. And these are called Lil Bits. Lilbits. Those were a big hit. Those were fun. Those were fun to show them. I knew I saw it in a book. Lil Bits from 2001 to 2007. Just gonna probably insert this footage right here so you know I wasn't making it up. I have the bunnies, I have ducks, I have 2 pigs left, we have no more cats, and I have the elephants. I knew I had it. I knew it. And then look. I knew I wasn't that tired. And then look, here are the author hair, whiz-haired Whimsies. Okay, so it says Summer Wadefest and Red Rose Tea Fair special issues 2001 to 2007. So they had special fairs. This says it was in Connecticut. And here The Collectibles produced special versions of their Arthur Hare series in a whimsy size for the 2001 Wadefest at Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So I have the blue. I think I have a green. I already put them on the shelf. And we have that special one. So here's the green. Wizard Whimsy Gold Silver. This figurine measures 1.5 inches high. So that is the special one. Now, here we go. I knew it. Oh, and I also have those terriers, those little bits. Okay. I can hear the comments now. You're too scattered. I'm just a little tired. That's all. It's all in good fun, though. So here are all of the ones that we have. I always say we because I feel like I'm sharing it with you, like you're right here with me. So this is all the ones that I have. Let's see. They're for the 2005 Summer Wadefest. Keenan Antiques commissioned Wade to produce a set of Whimsy gingerbread girls from a new mold, which were sold at the Wadefest. The press figurines measure 1 3/4 inches high. So we have terracotta red, 600. Gold skirt was a limited edition of 200. Green skirt, 600. Yellow skirt, 600. Blue skirt, 200. Although this color does not look too much like blue, that's the official color of the figurine. I knew it. All right, back to the video. And I'm just going to scan you over here. Here are some other things that we didn't get to tonight. We were shopping at the floor, and then I would bring them back over, and I would run them. I only have one of these. This is a strong man, it looks like. I sold one of these. I have one left. These are like little bunnies and Bobby costumes. But see, this are bunnies. They're bunnies that look like... Oh, wait. No. This is Merlin. At first, they look like Bobbies. The little hat. But these are wizards. Arthur Hare, Wiz Hair, 2001. And then this special one is if it has silver. I do remember reading that. Horse of a different color. We have the blue and the burgundy. I'm trying to get them up here so they don't have to be laying on top of each other. This is the whole set of the Circus. That's a complete set. This is from Queen Elizabeth's Silver Jubilee. Then it says the first whimsy pieces, and I can look in the book to make sure this is what we're talking about. I think I have them up here. I think this horse might be part of that. I'm not sure. We're going to look it up in the book and know for sure. And then some of these are larger, and if I am remembering correctly, kind of doubting myself now, these are called whoopers or whoppers, and they're bigger Wade whimsies. They're they're kind of like king size. So if this is the size of a Wade whimsy, these are, as you can see, a little bit bigger. I had two of these, so I sold one of those. This is a snowy owl from Wade's Animal Land. That's sold. And we have a bear, Sooty Bear, and this cute little puppy dog, Sweep, Sooty and Sweep. And then I had two of the guinea pigs, and we sold one of the guinea pigs tonight. Here's another, is this a fox? Yeah. No, or is that, yeah, that's a fox. He has a long tail. This is just a portion of what I got, so I might just be making groupings of videos as I go, so you're not watching 14 hours of what I got at the Wade auction. But I hope you're finding this interesting to see up close and personal what I got. And I am trying to give you some information about the history of some of the pieces. I remember filming this morning. I talked about this. This is an older one because of how they have the bottom. But you know how, let's see if I have, oh, here. See how it has grooves on it? And I've heard people say, oh, that's for striking matches. I did read, I'm sure I'm not making this up, that the grooves made it easier for them to come out of the machines, and that is why they have grooves on the bottom of the figurines. All right, I think I'm going to end this video by finding the first whimsy pieces. That is definitely in my book, and then we'll see how many of those I have. I think I narrowed it down to these 6 pieces that are part of the original ones. Not sure if they're original to 1953 or not, but let's see. What do I have on? Do I have anything on this page? No. But over here we have the Stoat. I have a Shetland pony and the Retriever, the monkey, and finally the polar bear here. And you can see them in this page here. I'm going to end the video here, and I will be filming tomorrow the items that I sold on tonight's Whatnot sale, and I'm going to have another one on the last Sunday of this month, but I might have a couple items of Wade things mixed in with my regular Tuesday sale. Tuesday, this lady is going to be up for auction. She is a cookie jar, and I might sprinkle in some Wades, but then I'm also going to have some dedicated Wades sales, definitely, on Whatnot, but also keep an eye out over on my eBay store because I might be listing some other items I had duplicates of over there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see ya.